Go-go boys are all bottoms and drag queens are all tops.
All bottoms secretly love to be peed on.
I've been peed on.
Generally, you expect the person who is older to be the top and the person who is younger to be a bottom.
A 40-year-old twink, but he's an expired twink.
So do you think he will still have value?
As a 40-year-old twink,
It will be a lot less than when he was a 20-year-old twink.
he needs to find 60-year-old tops.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Unfiltered Gay Podcast. My name is Sean.
I'm Kieran.
I'm your baby. Ayman. What? I want to switch things up.
I love it. Love the puss.
Okay, so today's episode is about bottom stereotypes.
Which one clearly shows.
Okay, so we do have a lot of straight people watching us, especially straight women. So I think that straight people, they still have the misconception that the manlier one is the top and the more feminine one is the bottom. But what's very interesting about gay culture is that I feel like a growing stereotype is that go-go boys are all bottoms and drag queens are all tops.
That myth I've heard.
No, I've never heard of all that.
Okay, no, but there is this joke that is, kind of like a growing stereotype that all the muscular gays that all the muscular gays are all bottoms. Oh. You never heard of that, man?
Never.
Yeah, I guess.
But you have,
heard
right?
about that, yes.
You've heard of it. And it's only in recent years. It's not like, I think when I first came out, like maybe 10 years ago, the stereotype of like the manly one is the top and the feminine one is the bottom, that was still there. But recently it's changing, so like, now it's just very confusing. And I feel like it's because in a lot of Asian countries, there are more bottoms. So it's more competitive. So to gain an edge, a lot of these bottoms are working out.
Yes.
Actually, it's true. I feel that is very true because in Singapore, so many. And the only way to get replies on Grindr these days is to have six-pack abs. But you know what I find very hot? I find it hot, right, when they look like a bottom, but they actually top.
So
like a drag queen that tops.
so this is also about stereotypes.
Yes.
What can you describe how this guy would look?
I would describe him as feminine, wears makeup, you
Okay.
know, maybe got longer than average hair,
Okay.
well-groomed, smells a bit like either Aesop or like Bath and Body Works. There's no in between. And then they say, Ayman, can I fuck you? Yeah, actually, none of this happened yet, but I'm manifesting.
Maybe you can call.
So back to the topic. So you've never heard it,
Never.
but you have.
Have what? Sorry, what was the question?
The growing stereotype that a muscular gay is probably a bottom.
I have heard of this. It's a myth.
I mean, it's a myth lah. Okay, so like, please don't come and comment that, oh, I know so and so that is muscular.
Yes, we all
Obviously,
know
we
drag
all
queens who
know-
talk. We all know muscle Marys.
Yeah. No, we all know muscular tops, okay? We all know muscular bottoms. But I think this is also just kind of to dispel the misconception of straight people and what they think top and bottom actually means.
Yes.
To me, it's just a preference. It's like what you enjoy. It has nothing to do with who is more manly and who is more feminine and who is a man and who is a woman.
These stereotypes about muscle men being bottoms is not from straight people, right?
It's from gays. Okay, I also think that a lot of times when you are muscular and you're masculine, and then originally people's perception is that you are top. Then when people hit on you and then they find out, oh, you're bottom, it becomes very disappointing and then it spreads like wildfire among the gays. Like, oh my god, do you know that so and so is a bottom? So everyone's like so crushed.
Wow.
Who-
I feel like this
who
is
is
a
this?
specific example.
No, I'm not just.
Yeah,
but I'm
who?
saying like, okay, if
Is it Sean Fu?
I was gonna say, are you talking about yourself?
no.
What I can say is, yes, I slept with that person. And you can...
And then we can guess who's the top and who's
but
the
I will
bottom.
not say things like, oh, I suspect Sean Fu bottom.
Smells like Aesop.
It's just like, or Bath and Body Works.
So another stereotype is that generally you expect the person who is older to be the top and the person who is younger to be a bottom. This is again a very politically incorrect life cycle of a gay man. So I would say, okay, I feel like, okay, again, this is all very general. Most gays start out as tops because it's more easier to start off with, right? It's not like you are not worrying about pain. You know, so I would say your average gay guy starts out as a top.
Okay.
Then after that, as a baby gay, it starts as a top. Then after that, eventually they discover bottoming, right?
Yeah.
And then they become a bottom, right? And then as they age, eventually the pressure to top comes back because like gays would prefer younger men. Do you feel that the older you get, there's more pressure to top?
I think it depends on who you are meeting. So yes, if you are meeting younger people and if you have an interest in younger boys, then naturally they will expect the older man to top because age comes with like maturity, it comes with power, and it comes with experience, and you need that in a top.
I feel like whatever you're describing is what I am right now. I did start off as a top. So I'm a bit scared right now. Like at what age will I need to feel the pressure to start topping? I'm scared for the world when I start becoming a
I feel
top.
once you hit your 40s,
Oh God, I have
you have about 10 more years to enjoy your bottoming days.
Shit.
I have a different experience. I started off as a bottom, and then as I age, I get more in touch with like my multifacets of like
Okay.
how I feel, and then topping becomes more natural,
Okay.
and that's why I identify as a true verse. As you age, you become a verse because you are able to get in touch with like both your feminine or your bottom and your masculine or your top like selves.
No, but I also think that when you're older, so to be attractive, you will probably have to be attractive in a very daddy-like way. So as a daddy, it's just, I think, a top daddy. A daddy who is a top would generally be more in demand than a daddy who is a bottom.
I'm thinking about it. All the 40-year-old men I've slept with.
Like if they were bottom, then
If they were bottom, I might not have sex with them. But that's also because I'm a bottom. So I have to question myself about this. But actually, thinking about that man, if he was a bottom and I was a top, no, I don't think he'll be that sexy. Yeah, he's hotter because he's a top. Sorry, I'm having an internal monologue here.
you're having existential.
Yes.
Now you're like, oh my god, I only have 11 more years. You have to get a husband before that.
Okay,
That's next topic. How to find a husband.
okay, but isn't it unhealthy to like to peg someone's hotness to their sexual positions?
I think that because that's my position. So as a bottom, generally, I would find tops attractive. Because I feel that sexually we can have something going on. I do find a lot of bottoms hot because like I said, my type is femme tops. I think femme tops are damn hot. So unfortunately, a lot of the people that I think are hot, they will tell me, babe, what can our butthole do? And later we are both like USB-Cs touching each other.
Men in general, like straight men would prefer younger women. Same thing with gay men. They'll prefer younger guys lah. So age is also naturally lah. I think it's just again, this is very,
But I think that more gays would prefer younger men because they want to relive a part of their childhood that they have missed out on.
No, I don't think so. I think it's just because recently I had a conversation with an older guy, and then he's like in his. Okay, he is at the age where like it's sensitive to ask him what his age is. So I don't know how.
So he's 50.
He could be anywhere between 40 to 50-ish. So anyway, another person said that, oh, I'm starting to feel like I like younger guys. And then he just said, oh, it comes with age. It's a biological thing. Like once you get to that age, naturally, you will no longer want to date guys around your age. They will go for someone much younger.
I want to date guys that want to date me.
So is this a natural thing to like men? Because I feel like there are many layers to it. Like you could be old and you desire like younger people because they basically express a certain level of like freedom and like youth that you may have missed, which.
But I think you're reading too much into it. Like for example, if I ask you why do you like twinks?
Because I think that twinks exhibit a certain level of like sexiness that I missed when I was young.
He just said a whole bunch of nothing.
Basically saying that when he was younger, he was hotter. I feel like we all had different takeaways from that.
Sexual preference for like different body types is different from sexual preference towards like age. Like younger people who like older men could desire a certain level of like maturity and a certain level of like groundedness that they they miss or like they don't have.
I mean, it could also be just a biological instinct thing.
But would you say there's a 40-year-old twin?
Yes, a 40-year-old twin, but he's an expired twin.
So do you think he will still have value?
As a 40-year-old twin,
It will be a lot less than when he was a 20-year-old twin.
he needs to find 60-year-old tops. Have you met 60-year-old bottoms?
No.
Same, I've not.
I have not met many 60-year-olds lah. Usually it stops at 40.
That's your Tinder limit, right?
Oh yeah, 45. Conclusion.
No. The question is, do you think that there's greater pressure to become a top as you grow older?
Personally, I wouldn't know because I'm still 29 and thriving as a bottom. I do not feel like I need to be a top yet. Will I feel that way 10 years from now? Hopefully not. I'm scared for the world when I have to top.
No, but maybe if you feel like one day you have to top, right, you have to start like exhibiting more top daddy vibes, you know?
I'll be like auntie vibes, I think. I can see myself in like the butterfly dress, watering my plants.
And topping at the same time.
Take me back.
I do think that there is that pressure and that people should not give in to that pressure. And if you want to be a bottom at 50, be a bottom at 50.
Very that. And if you can't get a dick at 50 years old,
Find someone who's 60
Or just buy a dildo.
from shop 3778.
Yes. There's a joke now, right? Like among gays are always joking like, oh, everyone's the bottom.
But why? Where is the
I've never heard that
source
before,
of
I
this
might
joke?
Yeah.
Are we living in different worlds?
Yeah,
Everything.
I've not heard of this myth.
I think my friends, we talk about different things. Never come across this topic.
No, but what I have heard is that all gays are tops.
I think my friends and
I
talk
have
about
never heard that
Never
before.
heard of this topic.
I have literally, that is
Never
like,
heard before.
Because if
who are you talking to?
Because if we go by how males are created, then we are naturally created to penetrate.
Then why is the G spot in your anus?
Very that.
Oh.
God makes no mistakes, babes. No, he put it there for a reason, honey. It's meant to be explored.
It's the gays that are always saying, oh, everyone is bottom now.
I've never
No,
heard
that is because they have met more bottoms in their lives than tops, and there is a true shortage of tops. If you're in a club, there are only 8 bottoms to 2 tops.
Yes.
So most of them have to pretend to be verse tops now,
Correct.
verse bottoms.
And also living in Marsiling, I've explored the radius within 2 kilometers, most bottoms. Very hard to find a top these days.
So you think that there's truth to this stereotype?
I mean, if everyone around you is a bottom,
I know more bottoms than tops.
yes,
I only
like
know
on
like
this
like
couch.
maybe one pure top.
So why do you think there's so many bottoms now?
I think there's so many bottoms because in Singapore, I just think it's because it's always been that way.
No,
I don't think
I
so.
think it's because we are getting very comfortable with our sexuality and we are getting comfortable in expressing who we are. We are getting comfortable with exploring our G-spot by ourselves.
Actually, that's a good point. I never heard of that.
Or maybe because nowadays there are more younger gays joining the club. And then these younger gays don't know how to fuck. So they rather be bottoms.
Isn't it easier to learn how to top than to bottom?
You
No
don't
lah,
you
but-
don't need to learn how to top.
Yeah.
Topping is just trusting your hips.
Not really.
Are there any other bottom stereotypes that you've heard of? Any interesting bottom stereotypes?
I think bottoms love coconut water. They love to get boozed on the weekends.
Oh, and if they like Lady Gaga, they're bottom.
All bottoms are monsters. Okay, do you think that there are more bottoms who love Gaga or bottoms who love Beyonce?
Ooh, no, I think the brown bottoms love Beyonce.
Yeah.
Then the more like Chinese love Gaga. But there are also the gays that love in between like Gaga and Beyonce. But I'm more of a Britney Spears bottom myself.
So everyone agrees that all Lady Gaga fans are bottoms.
That's true.
And Beyonce fans can be a mix.
The brown bottoms.
See, every brown bottom I know loves Beyonce to an extent.
No, no, they don't love Beyonce to an extent. They treat her as a god. Like you cannot
Goddess.
as a goddess. You cannot say a mean thing about Beyonce.
Mm,
I feel like we're all thinking of the same brown friend.
Cool. Okay, let's play that. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I have one. All bottoms secretly love to be peed on.
No.
I've been peed on. I have.
Okay, so thank you all for watching this episode of the Unfiltered Gay Podcast. If you want to watch the very unfiltered version of this episode, please head over to Dear Sheryl's Patreon, and that's also how you can support us in producing more episodes of the Unfiltered Gay Podcast. If not, you can also comment below what you think of the various bottom stereotypes that we've raised. Obviously, these are all just tongue-in-cheek, so for the straight people watching this, please don't take it like a serious opinion.
Sorry, one last stereotype. Bottoms love Troye Sivan. Okay, that's all.
I feel the rush, addicted to your touch.
Okay, so before we end off, please remember to like,
Share.
Subscribe.
I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.